Let me give you a few guidelines before we get started on this lesson. Remember, we've already talked about treble clef or bass clef. We've talked about time signatures. That's not important with this. At home, all you need to practice this is a pencil and piece of paper, or either if you have music staff paper. If you don't have music staff paper, just take a piece of paper or typing paper and line off 5 lines to make you a staff. So just remember this. Before we start, a whole step is 2 half steps. Look at this. From here, from C to D is 2 half steps because there's a step here and a step here. A half step is the smallest distance between an interval. From E to F, see, notice that there is not a black key. So I've chosen the C scale because there's no black keys involved. They're all white notes. So we're going to start at the beginning, and then we'll transfer this to another scale degree. So I'll show you how you can learn all your major scales. So just look at this. From C to D is a whole step. From D to E is another whole step. And then when we go to F, see, from E to F, it's just a half step. There's not a black note here. And then from F to G, there's a whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, and at the end, just a half step. All right? So, just remember this formula. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. All right? So we're going to start on another scale degree. I'm going to leave the formula there. And let me take this and wipe this off, and we'll do another scale. We're going to start on another key note, and I'll show you how easy this is. So we're going to start on G. Let me draw these on. From G to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now one of those notes we're going to have to change. But just let's go through our pattern. Let's go G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. B to C, half step. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step. And then right here, if we just play F, it's a half step, and that's not part of our formula, so we're going to have to raise that to a half step. So when you raise a note, that's going to be an accidental. So we're going to put a sharp sign right here in front of the F sharp. And then a half step to G. All right? G to G, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. That formula never changes whatever note that you start on. All right? At home, what I want you to do is we'll try one more scale. And let me erase this. And I want you to try it at home. And then we'll check it. Let's start on F. G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. All right. F has one flat in the scale. Which one do you think it is? Well, it's going to be B flat. You get the idea. So whatever scale you're on, just make sure that you do this